Hey guys, BTR Plumbing here, and in today's video, I'll be doing the dissection of my blue 1977 Eljer Emblem toilet. So the reason for dissection is pretty obvious. I explained it in the final flushes video, but at the back here where the tank mounted on, there's a big chunk missing here, and then this piece was all damaged. This was literally just from pushing on the tank. It just snapped the whole back of it off. This wasn't even me like breaking it on purpose. I just kind of wiggled the tank and it just fell apart. But as y'all can see, the trapway on this is actually pretty big. That right there where that light is shining through, that's actually the trapway opening. And then of course it would spill over and go down to there and then come out the bottom. And there is literally like an ant's nest in here, so they're all crawling out from everywhere. But this toilet was not usable when I found it, so that is the reason for dissection. But if y'all go to the previous video or yesterday's video, y'all will see that I showed it was damaged when I got it. So otherwise I would not be destroying this, as these are pretty cool toilets. But yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of break it apart and look at the inside. There goes the logo. So here is where the water would enter when you flush it. As y'all can see, that is actually where the rim is, which is pretty cool. So, and this is a front fed siphon jet toilet. The water would just go in through here, all through the rim, and there's little ants all over this thing. What I really kind of interested to see is the inside, because the siphon jet has space all around the inside. It's not very narrow, if that makes sense. So let's go ahead and break open the front of the rim and see what it looks like. Don't want to use my fingers, but here's what the inside looks like. The rim is actually pretty large on the inside, but the rim jets are a decent size as well. And then these two giant holes here is what feeds the siphon jet channel. So let's see if I can break that open. Just get this piece out of the way here. And there's a dead wasp in there. And of course there's literally ants all over the place. Okay, so here, it's kind of hard to see, but that is the siphon jet opening right there where that leaf is. And as y'all can see, there's a lot of space in there for water. So if there was, even if you drained all of this, there would still be some water sitting down in there. You would have to tilt it back to get all of it out. So this is one of those toilets that would mysteriously break during a freeze, even if you don't see any water in it. Y'all can see there's actually still even water in there that I didn't even notice. So let me see if I can actually open this up a little bit better to show y'all. So here's where all the water would sit, like that didn't go through that siphon jet. So this toilet would have froze without me knowing it if it did freeze, but this toilet was already damaged. So even if it did freeze, it wouldn't really matter. But that's interesting. So this whole front section of the toilet actually fills up with water, which is very interesting, and I did not know that. So that's why you see that bump out. Like this bump out in the front is actually part of the siphon jet channel. It's not just the design. So I think that is actually kind of interesting. I'll go ahead and flip it over and hopefully not get a bunch of ants on me. And let's see if I can open up the trapway a little bit more. And I will also break out this part here, I guess you could say. And wow, there's a ton of ants in there. That is insane. So it looks like they built a home in this little cavity there. I bet you that's where all of them are coming from, and they're all over this thing too. So that's kind of interesting. All of this is hollow. I doubt that fills up with water, but I could be wrong. But there are so many ants, it's really hard to tell. But let's see if I can open it up just a little bit more on the inside here. Alrighty, so overall, this toilet actually has a pretty large trapway. That is the opening, and then obviously it would go over the top, go through there. It gets a little narrow towards the bottom, but it's not horrible. So yeah, that's about it for this dissection. There's not a whole lot more to show. Pretty much covered everything that I personally thought was interesting. And this thing is just so badly upset. Like, it's like a farm of ants, and I did not even realize it was that bad. Every time I flushed it, ants would come out, and that explains why. So yeah, really hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, leave y'all's comments down below, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.